When I first had the idea of creating a psychology course, I was like, what is there to say about psychology to a group of young kids who are barely learning how to read and write? But along the way of this course coming along, I realized knowledge should be accessible to everyone. And I really have the power and the passion to do that. It was the summer before my freshman year of high school that I came in contact with a school in the suburb area of Hangzhou. I also met a group of friends from different international schools who wanted to do the same thing as I do, to spread knowledge of different skills, topics, subjects to the younger kids who may need help. At that time, I was obsessed with psychology. But when we first traveled to the school and met the students to whom we were going to teach and send our courses to be honest, I was really scared because I had no idea what kind of course or even classes, ideas I'm going to teach them. Is it too early? Like, I thought to myself, is it too early for me to spread knowledge as a high school student to the younger kids? Or more importantly, am I doing the right thing? That's what I'm thinking to myself. I went into school a couple more times while I started drafting the psychology course. Seeing the smiles and the faces and the energy from the kids kept me from denying myself. More importantly, they reminded me of when I was a few years younger. I was quiet, but always passionate about learning. I was curious about so many different things and curious about how the world works. And just the smallest idea of knowledge or idea I learned in school could make me happy for days and talk to other people about it. I wanted to share that same experience with those kids, to bring them that positivity. I want them to feel the joy of learning, the joy of connecting with other people, and the joy of life. With this idea in mind, I began to think that it is not about what I teach, but how I teach it. Personality traits, cognitive functions, short-term, long-term memories, emotional theories, these are all pretty hard topics to explain, but they don't have to be hard. I thought of this idea of making the kids make posters, paint different images, draw artworks, act out different scenarios, or conversations that are really real and could happen in a daily life, or even make them write songs or listen to music, anything that could appeal them in a psychological way. I wanted to create a course that is different, unique, and can make a difference in their lives. I also spent the most time learning psychology myself because I wanted to make sure that my knowledge is as accurate and specific as possible. After countless hours of teaching offline and sending course videos online, I began to hear different news from teachers and students of how popular the course have become and how interesting it has been. Students often imitate the way that I act, the way I speak as a way of showing their interest, but more importantly, that they carried the conversations and the scenarios they learned in classes into their lives. I thought to myself, wow, this is exactly how I wanted them to be. I finished filming the course not a long time ago. Finishing it brought me an incredible sense of joy, but more importantly, how I wanted to be there to serve the kids and knowing that I brought something truly different and meaningful into their lives. I began to feel like it was not just about the love for psychology on my side, but more importantly, that I wanted to do something for the kids, to bring something positive, perhaps really unique, but meaningful to them. It was the connection that I built, the passion that I felt, and the kindness that really went both ways between me and the children. I wanted to say that my dream has come a really long way, and now I want it the same for other people in this world too.